Hey everyone, welcome to the Shake Up Guys. How you guys doing out there? It's your boy Brad. What's happening with y'all, man? Just got another show for you. Got another entertaining topic. I'm gonna start by saying the last episode that wasn't it. That was not what we wanted to do, and even though I put it up anyway, it didn't really go as planned.
We had a lot of reaction.
I was expecting two different perspectives, and
you got what you got.
Well, it sucked. Either way, you said you got a lot of reactions to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like what? This is a straight up show, man. We don't pull punches here, bro.
They felt that the other side's point of view was not definitely
properly represented.
Well, that's on the other side. I mean, it's not like we didn't try to get.
We made some very valid points, from what I understand.
Well, that's on the other side.
Yeah.
You see, I mean, I can't police what people do.
Yeah.
When they're not,
right,
under my direct supervision. So, we're gonna do that one again.
Yeah.
And this time, if you see this, and especially if you are a white female who's dated non-white guys, I want to hear. I really want to hear what they got to say.
Yeah.
I also want to hear the black female perspective on it that didn't really come across as well as it should have.
Yeah, exactly.
So with that being said, we're just gonna jump right into it. By now you should know who everybody is. So if you don't, that's on you. Got the rated R superstar over here, and he's just chomping at the bit, ready to dive right into hurting people's feelings today.
Damn, man, that sounds harsh, man. I don't hurt people's feelings. I just tell the truth. I just tell the truth. I give an honest, unbiased opinion.
Sometimes the truth hurts.
Yeah, most of the time. And you got my man Rock in the building. What's going on? What's going on, man? I thought you got your point across really, really well last week, Rock. He was just listen, it ain't what you think, and also being a product of an interracial relationship, you had
had a little insight.
You had a little insight on the back and forth between white, black, or whatever color is
whatever
being
color
represented.
It is for the
at the end of the day, right? It's all in there. But that's not what we're on today.
I'm waiting for the next time.
We're doing that again, because that last episode was. I was excited about it.
Yeah,
I know Jay was excited about it. I know he was. We've been talking about doing that episode since we started doing this show, and we just wanted to have our ducks in order before we did it.
Yeah.
And we did it, and it just didn't come off the way we wanted it to. And we just know that we can bring more to the conversation than what we did. So
anyway,
we'll keep you posted for when we do that episode again. But for right now, we got a different topic today, and today's topic is probably a little easier to discuss amongst the fellas today, just the fellas, and that is: did entitlement on the part of women kill chivalry? But before we jump into that, what the fuck's up, guys?
Not much, man. I know we don't really get political, but I think it is a big situation going on right now. From what I understand, Tekashi 6ix9ine has
that's not politics,
on the president.
But go ahead. He's snitching on the president.
And the president is looking to be impeached because Tekashi 6ix9ine says
Tekashi 6ix9ine did not fucking tell on Trump.
Is a Treyway blood.
Apparently Trump is about that gang life. Right. He sure is saying a lot about snitches today.
I can't with y'all. I'm done. I can't with y'all.
He really
this nigga said the president is a blood. Is the president?
The president is he's looking for who's telling.
Right. He wants to know who's telling.
And I know that might seem like hey, why are three black guys talking about snitches and shit like that? But Shit, fuck that.
It's a big moment.
So,
I mean, it really. It's
if
a
I
big
see some
moment in
heinous
our
shit, I'm telling.
Right.
So Tekashi 6ix9ine snitching, Antonio Brown snitching. Anybody else telling?
Well, who is Antonio Brown telling on?
I mean, he's not really telling. He's more bringing up old shit, like Shannon Sharp's sexual misconduct, Ben Roethlisberger's sexual misconduct, Robert Kraft's sexual misconduct, and he's saying, you know, all these things were swept under the rug. What about me? Right. Well, bro, you done did some fuck shit.
And they weren't flamboyant people. They weren't out there making noise. Ben Roethlisberger just went out there and threw the ball and came off the field.
Exactly.
And same thing with Shannon Sharp. Robert Kraft is a billionaire. His shit was gonna get swept away regardless.
No matter what.
Well, in Ben Roethlisberger's case, I kind of feel Antonio Brown there because. I mean, Ben Roethlisberger got accused of that shit twice.
3 times.
Was it 3 times? I thought it was. I only heard about 2.
No, it was 3 allegations.
Yeah.
I know Big Ben was trying to take pussy, from what I understand.
From what I understand, that's what
and all that, and everybody wants to forget about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Antonio didn't even. I don't know if Antonio tried to take pussy. I know he was busting nuts on girls' backs.
Just skeeted on a chick's back, bro, like out of nowhere.
Didn't Soulja Boy do a song about that? Wasn't it Superman that hoe? Nut on their back? Throw the blanket on their back?
Well, I mean, not without her knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Not without her knowing that that's what you up to. You know?
The point is that he's basically saying he's getting a raw deal, and he's being unfairly treated. Ben Roethlisberger got thrown out the league, or not thrown out, but was suspended for 2 or 3 games.
The difference is Antonio Brown is making it easy.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
And he's not suspended.
They didn't make it easy.
He just quit.
They didn't make it easy.
They released him.
I mean, but they released him.
Yeah,
they let him go.
He can be picked up by another team.
But he's the one that says, I'm going to retire.
He ain't retired. He shouldn't.
He can be picked up by another team. He's just not now because he's such a good receiver. He's a fucking cancer.
So he goes to the Raiders, fuck shit up. We knew he was fucking shit up in Pittsburgh.
Shit, we'll take him.
He went to fucking New England and fuck shit up. Bro, do you think a team's going to
New England wasn't going to let him fuck shit up.
No.
Right. That's why they got rid of him. So you telling me even though Miami's horrible, they're going to take that chance of bringing this motherfucker?
Absolutely, because Miami's trash. They ain't got no weapons.
Super horrible, but
they got
still,
no weapons. They will take him.
I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see him playing this year.
We're not smart enough to take him. I'm just kidding. Probably don't want him.
You don't want him. That's what I'm saying. You don't want that headache, bro.
Anything else going on?
No, I can't.
Not really. I'm sure something will come to mind, but as of right now, the only thing popping is Trump looking for snitches and shit.
Tekashi 6ix9ine snitching.
We knew he was gonna snitch. Listen, Tekashi 6ix9ine is not 6'9". That motherfucker is 5'5" at best.
Well, he's not a gangster.
He's never gonna make it in prison.
See what happened was,
especially with that hair,
that rainbow,
being a light skinned, long haired motherfucker.
Yeah.
He might as well change his name to Tekashi Pincushion because that's what's gonna happen.
He shouldn't change his name to Tiny because they're gonna tie that shit in pigtails, some Princess Leia buns, and they're gonna rape the shit out of him. Let me explain something to y'all. And some people might not like my point of view on this. They was throwing 43 years at this man. That man is 22 years old. And they talk about 43 years.
Yeah.
What the fuck did y'all think was gonna happen? Because I'll be honest with you, you throw 43 years my way now, I'm snitching.
You just started telling.
I make too much. 43 years, I'm telling.
He's telling.
I'm telling. I don't care who look at me like a snitch.
I'm not telling.
I'm not doing no dirt.
I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna say this. I wouldn't put myself in a position where I would have to tell. But if I did the crime, I'm not telling. I mean, I'm not telling.
Yeah, if I did the dirt with you, no, I'm not gonna snitch on you. But
if I see some heinous shit, I'm telling.
Oh yeah.
If I see you snatch a child into a van, I'm telling.
That's good Samaritan. That's totally different.
I'm
telling.
That's good Samaritan.
I'm calling, dude.
If you do something to someone's grandma, I'm telling.
You try to hit me with 43 years for anything,
but
I'm not doing 43. I'm not doing 43 minutes.
You gotta stand tall, man.
I'm not doing 43 days, 43 weeks.
You did the crime. You gotta stand tall.
I'm not doing 43 hours. This ain't the first 48. This ain't another 48 hours. I ain't Eddie Murphy and fuck Nick Nolte. I'm not doing it. 43-0. I ain't going.
Jay said he just seen them years. He's telling.
I'll snitch on Tekashi, Jim Jones, Cardi B. I'll snitch on motherfuckers that wasn't there. Barack Obama, Ed Lover, you, him, the people in Facebook land. Anybody can get it. Maybe no doubt. I ain't doing 43.
Right.
I'm not doing 43
you know
minutes.
Shit about me. Hold on, nigga.
I ain't told on you yet. They come talk about 43.
Yeah, they said that nigga Raphael from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles of blood. Yo, they killing this dude, man. But look, I blame it on him.
Tekashi memes have been the best.
Killing me, bro. They are the best.
Those memes are the
They are
shit.
the best. I blame it on the gang, bro. You took this dude that you knew wasn't no gangster, and he had some money, so you wanted to use him, basically, and he used them to get street cred and all that. You knew. Why would you bring this motherfucker into the real business?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to bring them into the real business. And as soon as that shit happened,
he was on the verge of being a celebrity, and they wanted a face for their organization.
A little bit of clout.
I guess.
Like, what is this?
Which is cost them dearly.
This cost the business
it's cost them dearly.
So,
yeah. They didn't
So, all I can say is good luck to whoever he's ratting on. I wish you the best. Don't do crime. Crime doesn't pay.
All right. Real quick, I don't know
Unless
if we're going to
you're in
tie this
politics.
into... I sent you a video. Or tagged you about the fight at the gas station.
You tagged me in the video at the gas station. Yeah, we got to touch on that. Then we'll go into the topic.
So there was a video of a gas station where it appeared to be some Middle Eastern workers there were fighting with some black women. Now, the video starts halfway into the fight.
So we don't know what started it. Right.
So we don't. So the comments, I'm reading all the comments, and they're like, you know, burn these motherfuckers down and boycott, let's riot, let's fuck all this shit up. Where, let's just be honest, them motherfuckers could have started some shit.
Right.
And, you know, they was defending themselves.
I don't know. See, I like you said, the video started halfway through.
I don't know.
But I don't know what happened. But I'll say this, you will never see in anyone's business model to be out in the streets fighting their patrons.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what led up to that, I do not know. But I do know this. If I own a store, the last thing I want to do is fight somebody that comes in there to buy stuff.
Yeah.
So there's got to be something.
And if I'm in a neighborhood where I know it's mostly, you know, African American, I'm not going to do that because I know how
they like to
the times are today.
My cousin to shoot this motherfucker up.
And that they like to we like to boycott and we like to tear shit up sometimes and so I'm not going to do that, you know. So I think we as a people need to stop jumping the fucking gun so much.
And let's get both sides of the story.
Let's get both sides of the fucking story. Okay. You know what I mean? I
got a different opinion. I've listened to your argument, I've listened to yours. Here's my position solely. You saying if I own a business, I'm not going to step outside and fight my patrons.
No, what I'm saying is it's a last resort.
Okay, cool. I understand. And you saying
something serious had to have happened to lead up to that. I'm fighting someone in my parking lot of my business.
Right. I get it. And you saying let's get the whole story before we dive head first into boycott, riot, rape, white supremacy, racism, all this discrimination. I simply feel like this. One, they got cameras inside that store, so that's gonna tell you what happened. Mm-hmm. As soon as they release that, you'll see the full story there. That's one. Two, I don't give a fuck what happened inside that store. You're a woman, you're a group of women, whether you look like men or not, you're still women. You have no reason fighting a man or a group of men. You're not gonna win. Right. At the end of the day, those men are gonna beat the hell out you. Or as you saw in that video, they was just slapping you.
Yeah, they wasn't really even trying to hurt them that bad.
They was just slapping the shit out of them.
They was just trying to show them you wasn't shit.
Some Middle Eastern, you infidel, slapping them like that and shit.
Right.
So you have no reason as a woman to fight a man. It doesn't matter if it's 10 of you or 2 of you or 1 of you. Don't fight a man because it's a losing battle no matter how you look at it. Mm-hmm. On top of that, how much Okay, let me rephrase that. People were saying, like I was watching D.L. Hughley, and he was saying, well, they shouldn't have been hitting those women. Those are women. Those are women until they start hitting men. You're women. When you hit a man, you're no longer a woman. You're a combatant at that point. Oh, you're
an opponent.
You want to go at
You're
that
an
point.
opponent.
You don't no longer consider yourself the weaker sex, the fairer sex, or anything else. You consider yourself an equal opponent, and you will be treated as such. The minute you decide, I'm big and bad enough to step to this man and put my hands on him, is the minute you decided, I want to be treated as an equal. And you did. You got treated as an equal. Keep your fucking hands to yourself, and you're better off. On top of that, my final point on that is, how much is people supposed to take? Because I can show you right now 1,000 videos of women, especially black women, but women in general, getting in a man's face, acting a fool, tearing up shit, disrespectful, talking loud. I was playing poker the other night. This girl was going off on this dude, and I'm like, the only thing to stop him from reaching across his table and choking the life out of you is his restraint.
Right.
So how much are people supposed to take?
Yeah.
Because if I own a gas station like that in the middle of the hood and I got 15 motherfuckers coming in there talking crazy to me or trying to steal something out of my store or fuck with my business, that 16th person might catch these hands because I'm just tired.
Yeah.
Well,
Aaron says he blames the women.
I agree.
Well, see, I'm saying this. It's like, I don't condone hitting women. However, I've never been hit by a woman either.
Right.
So when that day comes, God, hopefully it never comes, then at that moment, then we'll decide whether or not we want to drag this bitch. I mean, I'm just saying, I mean, I'm not an evil dude. I'm not going around looking for fights, but you're not finna jump in my face and hit me without there being some motherfucking repercussions.
Exactly.
The day you feel you bad enough to knuckle up is the day you are no longer the weaker sex. That's the day you are an equal combatant, and you will be treated as a hostile.
Yeah.
You swing on me, I swing back. Very simple. I don't hit. I've never had to, but if you feel like I can swing, then I can swing back, and whatever happens. Yep,
I agree 100%.
So with that, I'm about to turn off Facebook Live. So if you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, you're about to go down. Keep talking.
Go to YouTube, the Shake Up Guys.
You can check the show out on youtube.com. YouTube.com/ the Shake Up Guys. You can jump into the live feed, chit chat a little bit, come argue with us if you don't like it.
Ain't nobody gonna come argue because they probably agree.
Yeah, I hope so.
The truth of the matter is, come on. I mean, the wise lady already knows this. Okay, it's the idiot that doesn't know I don't swing on a man.
Right.
I mean, unless he's just somebody who's attacking you. I mean, then you got to do what you got to do.
Well, I mean, we've all seen the videos where someone's after the bar, they're in the parking lot drunk, and a woman will run up on the dude and straight clock him. What is the dude supposed to do? Just
fire on her?
Just take it?
No, fire on her,
man.
See, I think if more dudes like fired on a woman in that particular case, not just I'm drunk and I'm home and I'm gonna beat my woman type shit. Right. Obviously not.
No,
but
we don't definitely condone that.
You know what I'm saying? A woman walks up to you and hits you because she feels like you're not gonna do nothing. Do something.
Yeah.
That'll change all that bullshit.
I mean, prime example, and we all know the most infamous videos when them chicks was, look, a little buddy at McDonald's was like, leave me alone, blah, blah, blah. And they want to jump the counter, two of them. When they got wore out by that fucking fried basket, that was amazing.
Got beat to death.
I'm talking about that. Dude, I cheered.
Bro, that shit was crazy.
I cheered when I saw that shit. That shit was amazing, dude.
You know why? Because they put themselves in the position.
They did. All they had to do was walk the fuck away.
I wish somebody would jump behind my counter. I swear to God. I love the sound it made when he was bouncing that metal stick off of their brain. I love it. Man.
I mean, mean,
I wish more people did that shit.
You know,
Stop running up on dudes, man. It's a no-win situation for the both of us.
See?
yeah.
It's a no-win situation. Nobody's gonna be like, yeah, you really whooped that bitch's ass. Nobody's gonna do that.
Right.
Yeah.
And at the same time, nobody's gonna be like, oh well, you shouldn't hit a woman. Bullshit. She shouldn't hit me. Nobody should hit anybody. Keep your fucking hands to yourself.
Especially
Fuck
if you're
that.
a woman.
To
Especially
anybody.
Anybody.
Right. That's just like, it's not, how is it any different when a real little motherfucker takes a swing at a big motherfucker and they're like, you wrong for mauling the shit out of that little dude,
Right.
but that little dude should have fell back.
Exactly. So if you know you are the weaker combatant, don't pick a fight. I'm not even at this age.
At this age, I don't,
Mike
but-
Tyson is still a deadly motherfucker. I'm not gonna swing on Mike Tyson today.
No.
I'm not gonna go swing on
And I'm taller than
Shaquille
Mike.
O'Neal. Exactly. Me too. I'm not gonna go swing on Shaquille O'Neal right now.
Michael fuck us up.
Exactly. Michael put that work in.
I mean, I'm scared to let Mike hit me in the ribs, man.
I don't want Mike to
You know what I'm
hit
saying?
me
My
anywhere.
breathing is fucked
I
forever.
don't want him to hit my foot.
Man.
Anyway, man, let's go into the title.
Yeah.
Today's topic, we're talking about entitlement and did it kill chivalry for men? I've got my own views. I've got my own position.
I would like to hear your views.
But I don't want to monopolize and I don't want to just kind of just infest your thinking. So if you guys want to go first on this topic to give your position,
I don't think you want me to go first
ahead.
because it's going to be a very short episode if I do.
Oh, okay. Well, then
The
fuck it, I'll
truth
go
of the
ahead.
matter is, it's a lot like what we were just talking about with women swinging on men.
Entitlement.
Well, whatever you want to call it. I guess if you want to label it as entitlement, whatever. But what I'm saying is,
Just kind of.
what I'm saying is, you know, we as men growing up were taught to treat women a certain way.
Yep.
You know, you watch your dad treat your mom or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You grew up like, oh, you know what I'm saying, you're nice and all this other shit and you do for your woman and all this other shit. All that has translated in today's society is that you are fucking weak. Weak. And it gives a lesser minded woman, I'll say, the idea that she can run all over you. It's like you take kindness for weakness, and that's simply not the case.
Right.
In a weak-minded woman, I'll say, because not all women respond that way. So there's a not a lot. I'll say that it's not a lot, but there are some women out there that will have a nice guy and they will treat him well, and they're getting along right now as we speak. They're not watching this show. You see what I'm saying? They all loving each other, doing their thing. So, I guess what I'm saying here is, a stupid woman will allow herself to believe that just because a person is nice to them, that they can do whatever they want to them, and that person is going to remain nice to them or stay with them at all.
I get that. I do get that. And I don't know, my view on it. And we have to look at this too, because men also have expectations.
Expectations are different from entitlement, though.
Or entitlements.
Okay. You like what?
We feel like we are the king of the castle, and so we are entitled to having our plates made, getting some booty whenever we want it, you know, things like that.
You are entitled to ask me.
Well, I'm just
If she
saying.
don't, then you open the door to me. You open the door to a side chick.
Which you know, I agree. I feel the same way. You know what I mean? But my wife, I always talk about her. I feel she's different. You know, she doesn't feel she's entitled for me to like open up the door for her or do this and do that for her. I think it's just something that she enjoys and she likes. You know, I've been in relationships where if you didn't open up, and it was real quick I wouldn't even call it a relationship.
Yeah.
Where if you don't open the door for and they'll stand there and look at you.
Yeah, I've dealt with women like
Bitch,
that.
are you gonna come in? Cause look, I'm not gonna stay here.
Right, I've had
Right.
just
Right.
You say that, that's funny because I've had a woman
who wanted to walk so far ahead of me to just stand there at the door. And I'll intentionally slow down just to see where they're going.
Right.
Where are you going?
Yeah.
Are you that much of in a hurry to get where we're going that you don't want to at least walk next to me to give me the opportunity to be chivalrous? And then when you're standing at this door looking like a goddamn idiot, waiting for somebody to open it for you, just open the door at this point.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna be chivalrous until you show me that you're not worthy of it.
That you're not grateful.
There you go. That's better.
There we go.
There you go.
You're not grateful. If you're not grateful for what I'm doing these things, then I'm not going to continue to do these things. You know what I'm saying? Like my wife, man, tomorrow, I'm going to a concert. She'll just come and hit me with some tickets to something, or like she hit me with the tickets to the Bears Colts game, or she knows the stuff that I like. I don't expect that from her,
right?
But I enjoy those things. But if I was being like, oh, these seats, these seats, really? You only got these seats when you could have got those seats? See, that's when a lot of times more women, because men are like, we're like fucking puppies. We're just like, oh shit, yes, thank you, or something.
Just happy to be petted.
But women are always like, oh, so this purse,
I had a woman,
or we're going to that restaurant.
You're right.
I had a woman complain to me,
and it's
one
just
time,
so crazy.
This is right up my alley because I got like story after story for this shit. I had a woman complain to me one time because I brought over Pizza Hut. Now keep in mind, I brought her own pizza, but then at the end of the night, she's complaining about Pizza Hut. Is that all I'm worth? Whoa.
Like,
I don't determine what you're worth. Right. But if you're not appreciative of me buying you food, then fuck you.
Right.
Hit the door, bitch.
Well, I was at her house, but the point is I left shortly after that.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'll go spend my time. I'd rather be alone than deal with bullshit.
And I'm taking my pizza.
Right. No, you can keep the pizza. I bought it for you.
No, I'm taking it.
But the point is like the more people do shit like that, the less and less. Not just being. You don't want to do shit for them. You don't want to do shit. Anything nice that you could think of to do for them, it goes in one ear, out the other. You're like, fuck them. I'm not doing it.
And so there goes. I do feel that women today believe they're entitled to have all this stuff, and men are supposed to do all this stuff for them, and blah blah blah. And just be grateful that if you find a man that will go get you fucking Pizza Hut. I don't know why they feel this way. I mean, we have to ask
I don't know. I feel like with women, they feel
if you're watching,
they can just, they have the vagina.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
You're going to play by their rules, which is why we're having this discussion now about entitlement. I mean, I don't feel like anybody is entitled to shit. I've said this 100 times. No one is entitled to shit that they didn't work for.
Right.
And you haven't earned my fucking respect yet. So what makes you think I'm just going to give it to you on the front end? Just like you're not going to give me sex on the front end.
Right.
Here's the thing. Women, okay. Now I got to go in because
go ahead.
I like your points. And I had this discussion with Brad the other day. Women believe, okay, let's start over. Women only have 2 weapons in their arsenal. Their bag of tricks, they only have 2. No matter how you try to slice it, there's only 2 weapons. There's mental manipulation, where they can try to talk you into doing something, or try to talk you into feeling guilty, or convince you that you've done something wrong. It's mental manipulation. And when that doesn't work, they have sex. Even if, people will say, well, what about kids? They try to use their kids. Well, the kid came out of her snatch, so it all falls under sex. Those are the only 2 weapons in a woman's arsenal. Women believe that their sex entitles them to something. If they can't convince you that you should be with them, that they're the one you should be with, or that you owe them this, or you should give them this, then their next trick is to
try to throw that,
try to fuck you into their heart,
throw that thing at you.
Exactly.
That only works until as the older they get, the less and less that's gonna work.
Right. I don't think it works for young chicks.
It only works for attractive
Nah,
women,
you got old girls still trying to pull the same trick, dude.
which is mostly younger females. But there are attractive older women too. I'm not saying now. I'm just saying the less attractive you are, the less that bullshit's gonna work. And you're going to only get less attractive as you get older. Sorry, that's the reality of it. I'm only going to get less attractive as I get older. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
But for women, is you might want to work on. I've said this 1,000 times. You might want to work on your personality because that's all you're going to have to hang on to once you get wrinkly and old.
Definitely. I mean, even fucking Halle Berry's gonna, she's starting to get up there.
She's starting to hit the
Halle
wall.
Berry see, Halle Berry can afford to stave off the age process.
But even still, she's not what she was.
No, of course not. But I'm saying most women don't have Halle Berry's resources.
Well, yeah.
So don't try to make that comparison. You know what I'm saying? that not you. I'm saying them.
Right.
Don't make that comparison because
she spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to avoid the wall for a little bit longer.
Right.
She bought herself an extra 10 years.
Maybe. Yeah, 10 years.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars for 10 years.
Yeah.
there's only so much them plastic people can do with your face.
And then
Before you start to look like Joan Rivers. Yeah, that too.
Ugh.
Before you start to look like Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
I mean, not everybody was blessed with Tina Turner genes. Have you seen Tina Turner? At 70, she's killing a lot of 30-year-olds.
Well, I'm sure she is.
Yeah, Angela Bassett still looks amazing.
Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
That's not going to work for everybody. That's not going to work for most people. Those are like exceptions to the rule. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where, we're talking about entitlement, and they're also hardworking, famous people. So, I mean, again, that's another example. You can't really hang your hat on that.
We're going a little left, but
I mean, that's the truth. I mean, the truth of it is your personality is what's going to keep somebody there with you from when you were pretty to when you're old.
Yeah.
It's not going to work you being mid-level attractive and a complete bitch. Right. Nobody wants to deal with you.
No.
Your friends probably don't even want to deal with you. Right. And they're not even trying to sleep with you.
Yeah.
Why would somebody use their hard-earned 40, 50, 60 hour a week labor to make sure you okay when making sure you okay, you show no gratitude whatsoever.
Right. So
that's all I got to say about that shit.
Let me go into this a little bit. I'm entitlement, like you said, entitlement does go both ways. Men and women feel like they're both entitled to something. Even kids, adults, everybody feels like they're entitled to something. They tell you when you're young, study hard, get good grades, go to college, and when you get out, you get a good job. Right. What happens if you follow that formula and you don't get a good job? You end up being a fucking garbage man or a barista at a fucking Starbucks.
Yeah.
Nothing you did wrong. It's just that's what was available to you.
Yeah.
Or they tell you live a long life if you eat right, you work out, and you live a long, healthy life. And what happens if you eat right, work out, and you die at 40?
Yeah.
Shit, what you get is what you get. Nobody's entitled to anything. You think just because you ate kale and walked 5 miles a day
that you're gonna live
to 90?
Yeah.
Right. No, you can drop dead tomorrow eating a kale salad.
Right.
Just because you went to school and studied hard doesn't mean you're going to get that good job when you come out. I know there's a lot of motherfuckers working at Starbucks right now. Motherfuckers got all the talent in the world trying to be Hollywood actors, and they a waitress at Denny's.
Exactly. Or homeless.
Yeah, you wanted to be you wanted to be a stripper because you saw Demi Moore and Cardi B, and your motherfucking ass ended up working at Hooters, and that's the best you could do.
Yeah.
You get what you get. You're not entitled to anything. Society doesn't owe you anything. Life doesn't owe you anything. Nobody owes you anything.
And we're talking about the women, but a lot of this I can say. I
said that was both sides.
Yeah. No, I'm saying we're talking about, but we're guys, so we're talking about women. But what I wanted to say was, a lot of this behavior, man, can be corrected through the men. We had the episode about stop being simps. Stop being simps.
Yeah, actually, Levante just said even older men are still simps, so women will seek these dudes out and still use their stank box as a tool to get what they want from these men, and that's just true. They seek out
You're letting all the stank out. Sorry, I couldn't.
They seek out these simps so that way they can run all over them. Yeah. And, you know, but yet they're the same bitches talking about where all the good men at and this and that.
They don't fuck with you. You ain't shit.
I gotta give a reply to that. I agree with that. The only difference is that women, when men get older, 9 times out of 10, they've established something. They've got what they want. At this point, they don't need you. They don't need a woman. The only thing they want is that stank box, like Levante said. All they want is that little cookie you sitting on. So if they gotta work for it, if they gotta simp a little bit for it, and then kick you the fuck out, they'll do that.
Yeah, Steve Harvey's about to be a perfect example of this
Steve Harvey's
shit.
about to be a perfect example.
You know his wife don't even wear her wedding ring?
Oh, that's marriage number 3, and you dumb bitches buying books talking about wait 90 days to give up the pussy.
Right.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I guarantee he's gonna fuck your sister and your friend. You waiting 90 days.
Right. But I don't know, man. It's just, and I think too, and we talked about this, and when you said in the beginning is that our fathers taught us how to be gentlemen, right? We all had our fathers in our lives, but I think a lot of time as these fatherless homes, these single parents, these single mothers, these mothers are telling them because
simp. They're not teaching them to be gentlemen. They're teaching them to be suckers and simps.
And then on the reverse side for the women, they're telling them go get what you can get.
Yeah.
See, it's even being mischaracterized where people like a woman cannot tell the difference between someone who's just trying to be chivalrous and someone who's a simp.
Yeah.
Like they look the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they get played
until they
the same.
sit on the curb with their shit.
Well, not
you know what I'm saying?
that. They could be until they don't figure it out until it's too late.
It's too late.
See, a simp is gonna keep taking that shit from you.
Right.
A gentleman is gonna be like, nah, bitch.
Yeah. I'm not
you get the fuck
game.
on because he got options.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He got, he gonna go do something else.
That goes back to what he said though. Chivalry died because women stopped appreciating.
Yeah,
they started expecting.
They took it out back in American Meat. Yeah.
So to answer the question, we have come to the question is yes.
Don't look at me.
Entitlement has killed chivalry. You know what I'm saying? It's killed it. It's dead. You know, in the most parts. Me, I got lucky, and you know, my wife got lucky, and that's just the way it is. It just doesn't happen. I see all my friends around me. I see how women are, and it's just I'm so glad
Fuck that shit.
that I got my list checked off because I'd be fucking going crazy right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, I gotta get my shit together.
I feel for you, brothers, because that single
don't feel
life
for
is
me
fucking.
because I am just
your happiness.
But the thing is, I'm just as content by myself than I've ever been in a relationship.
Right, yeah.
And I think that's really the key, is you have to be content with yourself.
Yeah.
And somebody who's worth a damn, then you can be like, oh, okay, I see what you got going on, and just like they can see what you got going on, and y'all can work together and put that together. But you can't get there by one person standing there watching you, waiting for you to succeed, and then want to jump in and say, oh, I've been there the whole. That's not gonna work. Right. So nobody's entitled to shit. Especially, I actually enjoy being single because it's like you sit on the outside looking in on some people's relationships, and you can see what's wrong with their relationship that they can't even see.
Right. And I think the as you say that, I think one of the biggest problems is women that usually do this usually don't have shit. They're not usually established.
You know what I'm saying? So it depends on the woman.
So it does. But they're usually looking for someone else to
a woman who's smart enough knows better than to try to test the motherfucker when she ain't got shit because she ain't got nowhere to go. A woman who got shit, she got shit to do. You know what I'm saying?
I think they're trying to attach themselves to use.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of women do that.
You know what I mean? And how can you be ungrateful when you ain't got shit?
I don't know. I see guys do that shit too.
Yeah, that's
like
true
I'm
too.
living with this woman, and I'm drinking up all her Capri Suns. Yeah. Yet I still feel like I can step out on this woman when she's at work, I'm baby boying around town in her car. Yeah. Like seriously, you thought that was okay?
Right.
How about you get you a place to live before you start cheating on your girl?
Yeah, right.
I know that sounds fucked up, but it's real.
No, that's real. That's real. I agree with that wholeheartedly, man.
Yeah.
You eating all the kids' snacks and laying your ass up here.
Yeah.
You shouldn't
doing
even
shit.
eat. I agree with what you said. You want your plate made? Man, that grass better be cut and you better be bringing something home. If you sit up here, like you said, baby boy in it, you got nothing.
So on the flip side of that, because I have to ask, do you think there's guys out there that expect a woman to make their plate and go work 40 hours a week while they sit at home and not do shit?
Well, not do shit.
Yeah,
I think
You think they expect that?
They exist. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like entitlement on behalf of a fuckboy, huh?
Yeah, basically.
Exactly.
Fuckboy entitlement.
Yeah. I got this called well, I don't really have a name for it, but I thought it's called the dick slinger.
We just gave it
You got
a name.
a gunslinger,
It's called fuckboy entitlement.
It's fuckboy entitlement, but it's called the dick slinger. You wear that bitch out and you feel like shit. I don't have to do nothing but break this bitch's back off a few times a week.
For some guys, that works.
It does.
Sometimes it does.
Usually with a bum bitch with low self-esteem.
Exactly.
It's usually got to be a really fat chick.
I mean,
Usually, I'm saying in these cases because I feel like a fat woman is probably has less self-esteem. I'm not knocking fat chicks. I find a lot of fat chicks attractive, but let's be honest here. I'm fat. You're fat. We're all fat.
It's the ones that I'm just gonna say it are living in the trailer park or the hood and don't have shit going
Ain't
for
got nothing to
them.
offer, right?
So those are the ones that got the low self-esteem and nigga come through.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
this big
Oh my
dick,
God.
this big dick nothing going on for
Yeah.
himself shows up.
Right.
And he got about a good 6 months. He can lay
If he lays
to this
pipe
bitch.
right, he can pull that shit off for
Not true.
Aaron,
a
how's
long
that not
time.
true? How's that not true, Aaron?
If he plays his cards right.
6 months. 6 months.
6 months.
And then
I
he
think 6 months is all. That's it. That's all he can squeeze out of that.
Absolutely. And then after 6 months, even
Not if she ain't got no daddy.
She gonna start. Yeah, like this nigga don't do nothing.
If she ain't got no daddy, that shit can go for a long
Nah,
time.
I give 6
see it at
months.
Walmart all
And
the time.
you
It's like
said-
a nursery rhyme.
You just answered your question though. You said, well, how do these dudes think they can be cheating on the chick that's letting them lay up? They're not cheating. They're setting up their next home.
Right.
They're looking at shit. I'm 4 months into this shit. That means this bitch is gonna start tripping in about another 2 months.
Shit.
2
They can
months,
pull
I'm gonna
that
be
shit
out
off
of here.
longer than 6 months. I know that.
2 months, 6 months.
You lay that wood, right?
So really, he's not cheating. He's setting up his next potential hostile, his next staying ground.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
but I mean, how secure that shit? I guess it doesn't have to be because this motherfucker's a hobosexual. But anyway,
There it is.
back to entitlement.
I got a few other things. Other points that I believe also played a hand in killing chivalry. I'm waiting on that too. I keep looking like he said that's not true.
I don't know which
in the
is not
chat
true,
room.
but go ahead.
He said that in the chat room. I'm like, what's not true?
We'll
I'm
figure
waiting
it
to hear
out. Go
because
ahead.
it's what I like to call the Ronda Rousey syndrome.
What the fuck is that?
Female empowerment killed chivalry. It made women strong. It made them independent. It also made them extremely arrogant and volatile. It made women believe that they could do anything. They just as good as a man. I'm just as strong as a man. And I could do whatever a man can do. Well, no, you can't because you can't lift this fucking box. So fuck you. But that Ronda Rousey syndrome, Ronda Rousey was running around talking about, bitch, I could beat Floyd Mayweather. You couldn't even take on Holly Holmes and got your life fucking damn near snuffed out.
Then she got kicked in the face.
This bitch was so arrogant and so brash that she believed she could fight a 40-0 fucking superstar and
One
be
of the greatest
successful.
boxers of all time.
One of the greatest fucking fighters of all time. He's brash, he's arrogant, he's whatever you want to call him, but that motherfucker is 40-0. But this bitch was still confident, I could beat Floyd Mayweather.
You know why she said that? That's bullshit. Because the only reason why she said that is because she knew nobody was gonna let her fight Floyd Mayweather. Even Floyd Mayweather knew that shit wasn't gonna fucking happen.
Oh, but here's the best part. This is why I hate fucking people.
That's what I said. It's a no-win situation.
When he responded and said, you don't want these problems, you don't want these hands. Oh, he's a misogynist, he's a woman beater. They came down on him. The National Organization of Women attacked this man and said, well, how could you threaten her like that? This bitch threatened him
I'll
first.
whoop
She
all you
challenged him.
bitches. If I'm Floyd, I'd have sent a message back. I'll whoop all you hoes.
But
every
real
last one of you, line up.
I just showed up at the headquarters of the National Organization of
I'd have
Women
beat the shit out
in
of
my
them
gear
bitches.
with my mouthpiece and my gloves, like, who won it.
Right.
Stop running up. If you don't want to get knocked out by a man, then don't run out there and get your ass whooped. I mean,
this goofy bitch literally tell people I can beat Floyd Mayweather, and when he says something back to her, they jump down his throat like he's the bad guy.
well, she said that right up until he beat old boy ass.
No, fuck that. She shouldn't.
I'm saying though,
okay.
that's when all that shit stopped.
She brought
when MMA was Conor got in there and got his ass whooped
and got
and he is a man.
Right.
What's she gonna do? Nothing. Take your bitch ass home.
And went a step further. She said, I believe I can beat anybody.
Well, believe whatever the fuck you want, you crazy bitch.
All the UFC fighters just was kind of like shrugged her off, was like, well, whatever.
Yeah,
except for one UFC fighter, Tank Abbott, the only motherfucker I respect, because he said, I'll fight this bitch. He's a big country motherfucker who drank beer, barely work out, and he said, I'll fight this bitch. Bring it. We can step in the ring. He said, I'll tie one arm behind my back to make it fair.
That's about the only way I'd watch that shit.
I respect the fuck out of Tank Abbott for saying that, because he was like, bitch, we can get it.
That's the only way I would watch that fight.
You want to prove yourself, let's go.
Right.
And it's got to be my right arm. It's got to be my right arm, because I'm right-handed. It's got to tie that head by my back.
My question.
And I'm going to beat this hoe to death.
My question is now, as men, especially single men, of course, do you stop being chivalrous because of the temperature in the atmosphere, or is it a case by case situation?
It's for me, it's case by case.
Yeah,
you show me that you,
or is it still a little?
No, you just show. All you gotta do is show me, like, my efforts aren't going to waste.
Right.
When you do that entitlement whine, bitch and moan, like, oh, this is all I'm worth, this is what you think of me. Oh, bitch, I don't think much of shit of you now.
Yeah.
I don't think you're shit.
Yeah.
Because you're sitting here complaining about free shit. Who the fuck complains about free shit? An ungrateful piece of garbage.
Teenagers.
Even if you got some free shit and you didn't like it, you don't have to use it or keep it, or you can give it to the next person. But you complaining about free shit?
Something wrong.
Come on, bitch. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with the way you was raised.
Right.
That's all I got to say. Case by case, man.
Well, actually, the way what Justin
because some women don't deserve that. Right. I know that. There's some women out there who just work hard. They want to do the right things, man. But just like the good guys will get shuffled amongst the fuck boys, the good women that get shuffled amongst the intolerable bitches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like looking for a steak in the trash.
Yeah. Damn, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Well, Justin actually brought up the next point in my notes was that what do you do? Like, what's the plan at this point?
Well, in my older age, I say get the fuck out of there.
I say
Pop, Smoke, and Ghost.
I say save yourself. That's all you can do.
And you think about it from the perspective of, I hate to get religious, but you think about the perspective of God, the devil, heaven, and hell. Mm-hmm. I am of the belief that there is no such thing as hell. I don't think there's such thing as this. I think the concept of hell is just a space where God don't fuck with you no more. That's hell.
Right.
And that's how you gotta treat an ungrateful bitch. You send her to a space where you don't fuck with her no more. And then what's she gonna do? She gonna go worry the mind of whoever's gonna put up with her shit. Probably a cuck somewhere.
Right.
So whatever.
In this era, you got the Me Too era where the Me Too era has basically made it illegal to even so much as compliment a woman in the workplace, in society, out at a bar. You can't even say, you look nice today, Susan. Nice dress, Ashley. Back in the 50s, you could pat your secretary on the ass and tell her she's doing a great job. You could,
I don't know, was that right though?
I'm saying that's back in the 50s, but I'm still saying
right.
Back then, you could pat your secretary on the ass and be like, "Good job, Karen. Today, you can't even tell.
I mean, come on, man.
Karen, her dress looked nice today.
Well, now you can't say that.
I'm making a point.
Because people did used to pat the secretary on the ass and say, good game, Karen. Good game.
People stopped patting the secretary on the ass in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, motherfucker. I'm just saying.
I get what you're saying, yeah. I think you should be able to pay a woman a compliment without it necessarily being misconstrued.
Because she can be
bullshit.
She can be triggered.
And then a lot of people just make shit up anyway.
Right.
Oh, I feel like being mad today. I'm taking it out on the company because I'm a woman. And they'll believe women. Why? They're people too. They can lie.
You can't.
Very true.
The point is that complimenting a woman in today's era, in today's day and age, can trigger her and make her feel like she was sexually assaulted. Walking up. Back in the day, something as simple as, like, look at the way they tell you now. Before you put your hands on somebody's shoulders, it was no big deal. You'd be like, oh, yeah, good job. And you move along. Now they tell you, oh, it's uncomfortable touching. You're invading my personal space. There's so many things that everybody's a special little snowflake these days, and they can't be touched because it'll trigger something. You can't meet a chick at a bar, take her home for a night of consensual, pleasurable sex. And then a week later, a month later, a year later, you can get fucking charged with rape.
Yeah.
Because she regrets the incident. Look at Aziz Ansari, man. He had consensual sex with this woman. She admitted it was consensual, but she regretted it. They tried to charge this man with rape. Fucked his whole shit up.
That's poor Aziz. His stroke game is fucked.
In this era, no, it wasn't, because she called him the next day and said she had a wonderful time.
Yeah, but all women say that when they get fucked.
But the point is that
you were pretty good.
In this era, you wonder why chivalry is dead. It's, motherfucker, I can't even buy you a drink. Otherwise, you think I'm trying to Bill Cosby you.
Right.
I can't tell you did a good job.
I mean,
without sounding like a robot.
But that goes back to what I was saying before, how the fuck boys got mixed in with the actual good dudes. It's like what you said about bringing a girl a drink. Like a regular dude who's just trying to get to know a female or a lady or a girl, whatever. I saw it. Fuck it, I'll address that later. Anyway, you bring a girl a drink, and there are cases of fuck boy dudes who did slip something in there.
Right.
So how do we meet in the middle?
Yeah.
Is the question.
It's rough.
That's my question, is how the hell do we meet in the middle?
I mean, because I always think about
I mean, I'm still working on the website for bullshitpeoplemeet.com. It's not going as fast as I like it to, because I like to put all the bullshit people with the bullshit motherfuckers and let the good folks go on and continue with society. Because I'm one of those, and I can't keep breeding these half bullshit
I
people.
talk like from the 50s and 30s, because when I'm out and about, like at a restaurant, thank you, sweetheart, appreciate that, darling.
Yeah, I still do that.
You know what I'm saying? But now sometimes they give you that look like, sweetheart,
you can't call
darling.
me sweetheart.
This is like, fuck, I'm just trying to be nice. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to. This is, you ain't fine. I'm here with my wife, bitch. First of all, I'm not trying to hit on you. That's just how I talk. But I always think about that now. Like, fuck, if I say this, do I now have a case against me pending? Like, what the fuck? It's hard.
Well, I honestly believe that where do you go from here? Honestly, sounds fucked, but we need to go backwards. We need to start going backwards. We got to start working our way back. That's the only way to fix it, because you kind of got to go back to the 90s a little bit just to get some sensibility back in people. Stop telling everybody that they're special, this is a safe space and you can cry here. Fuck all that. You don't need to cry. Toughen that shit up and keep it to yourself. And then, Jesus, stop being so goddamn sensitive. I think that's the biggest thing. Where do we go from here? If you're black, not everything is racist.
Right.
If you're a woman, not everything is sexist.
Right.
If you're just a human being, the whole world is not against you.
Yeah.
So stop.
Yeah.
Just stop. Be a fucking person. Stop acting like a fucking child. You dig that? That's my position. That's where I would go with this, because all this shit's done. It's killed chivalry. It's given rise to groups like the red pill groups and the MGTOW guys who are like, fuck it, we done with women.
Right.
All you gonna do is fuck around and kill your society. 'Cause these MGTOW dudes, I didn't take it serious at first. These dudes are serious.
Yeah, I thought that shit was crazy when I first heard
real.
of it. But now I get it.
They like, we not having kids. We not getting married.
We don't fuck with y'all.
We don't fuck with you.
We
Some are like, we don't fuck at all.
That's crazy to me.
Some are like, we don't fuck at all. Some are like, pump and dump.
Because
like,
you need my protection.
Skedaddle.
You need my protection more than I need your womb.
Basically.
Yeah.
That's my position. Toughen the fuck up. Stop being so sensitive. Stop being mommy special little snowflake.
It's a special
Mommy
world.
special little
Mommy special little
snowflake.
snowflake.
God, everybody bought into that shit. I'm gonna be honest here, man. A lot of, not everything, but there was some key details in growing up, like I did, and I'm sure you guys can agree to this. Our parents lied to us.
Well,
What you mean?
yeah.
About women being the fairest sex, and you know what I'm saying, you're a special snowflake. Bitch, you ain't special.
Yeah.
They can make another one that look just like you.
True. But they lied to women also.
No, I'm talking about everyone.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about everyone. We were lied to.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, it's all bullshit. And you get older, you treat a woman fair, and then her the way she rewards you is with some other dude's baby.
Right.
Thanks, mom and dad.
You've been in Iraq for a year, and she got a 3-month-old. When you get home, talk about it's your baby. You
Come
bum
on.
bitch.
Come on.
You lousy bitch. But society is fucked man over so bad that soldier who's been in Iraq for a year will still get put on child support because he married the bitch before he left.
Oh yeah.
Society says that's your baby.
Yeah, society, and I say the wide world web has fucked up our world.
Yeah. The internet's fucked.
The internet
I feel like a dude that happens to, a dude who gets like basically cucked and is now raising a baby. He should get 30 minutes, no holds barred with that bitch. 30 minutes. Weapons, whatever you guys want to use.
30 minutes.
Wow.
30 minutes.
Excessive as fuck.
Yeah, that's.
I say like 5.
As opposed to paying for a child that's not his for the next 18
you
years.
shouldn't have to pay
30
for
minutes.
shit.
30 minutes is nice.
I mean, but they have it now to where, I mean, if it's not his and he doesn't want to,
you can test paternity.
that shit.
Yeah,
bro.
but you still gotta pay for that shit.
You still gotta pay, and it's a bitch to get out of it.
And you gotta hire a lawyer.
Yeah.
I mean,
30
but the
minutes is
DNA,
not that
though, is
long.
gonna show.
30 minutes ain't that long, dog.
Okay, here, how about this then? I'll make it fair. I can take that idea and I can make this fair. I can make this a fair, impartial argument. Here's what you do. 1, you get the option. You can contest paternity. You can pay this money, fight this process. It may take about anywhere 3 to 6 months, depending upon how backed up the court is. Once that's clear, your name's off the birth certificate. You don't have to deal, no involvement with this woman or this child ever again. Option A. It's gonna cost you some money. Option B, you don't contest it. You stay involved. You pay the child support once a month, but every month you get exactly 3 minutes to do whatever the fuck you want to do to this bitch for 3 minutes. Every month you send a check, you get to hand deliver the check, and then proceed to mollywop this bitch for exactly 3 minutes.
Let me tell you where I like where you're going.
Those are your options.
I like where you're going. Let me tell you where your logic is flawed here. I only need 3 minutes. And what the fuck am I gonna do with the next 17 years with this kid that's not mine?
You might want to keep whooping our ass every time you got paid a check.
No. In 3 minutes, she not gonna make it. She's not gonna live that first 3 minutes.
So you better show some restraint, motherfucker. You got issues, man.
I don't have issues. 3 minutes. 3 minutes alone with a chick where I got to pay child support for a child that I know is not mine. That's gonna be the last 3 minutes of this bitch's life.
Okay. Well, that's all I got for today's topic.
That's what I'm saying. Your logic. I like where you're going.
It's a game show, man. It's a game show.
Yeah, I like where you're going, but that option of 3 minutes, there's not gonna be a lot of people that survive that 3 minutes. Not me. No.
All right. Well, with that, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have some constructive criticism and feedback. If you like what we're doing here, please, the state pays for the test. Cool, there you go. Aaron Pistol Poo Aaron said the state pays for the test. That's something to look into. That is something we actually might want to do as a topic one day.
State need to pay to get my name off that birth certificate.
They will if you can test it. They'll print up a new one. I've looked into that stuff. If you like what we're doing here, like, share, subscribe. Yeah. If you don't like what we're doing here, like share, and subscribe. We're trying to grow this. We're trying to make it. We're trying to build it into something. I like doing it because it's cheaper than therapy for me.
Yeah. Something good, get off your chest.
Right on.
Let you know.
Absolutely. With that, we have one of my favorite segments of the show that I like to bring up called You Might Be Ratchet If.
Oh, boy.
Anybody got anything before I go into mine?
Nah, I think I'm just gonna...
Okay. What we have here is a video that I found online of a woman found out that her boyfriend was HIV positive and he wanted to break up with her. I think he told her he was HIV positive just to get her to go away. So he submitted.
Heard that before, Aaron.
So he wanted to break up with her, and she felt like breaking up was not the thing to do.
That's crazy.
So should I just go ahead and roll that bean footage?
She took matters into her own hand. Please show the video. Back 10. Rock out, boom. That's her in the Mustang. Yeah. She gave him that work.
Wait a minute, man.
Yeah, back that up for the people.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, the woman is driving the Mustang. She felt like, fuck it, I'm gonna give him this work. How dare you try to break up with me? And she decides, crap.
And it slowed it in slow motion. Damn. Did he make it?
Oh yeah, he gets up.
Oh, he gets. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, she wasn't going that fast when she hit him.
Oh, wow.
Just fast enough to.
Shit.
Oh my God.
He went and collapsed in the neighbor's yard. But yeah, you might be ratchet if you think I'm just gonna hit this man with a car for trying to break up with me, and that's her there. Yeah,
that looks like Meth City.
That's Meth City. Yeah, but here you go from the beginning. They showed how she playing this.
Oh, I've already switched it back, but
it's all good, man.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you think hitting somebody with a car is a good idea,
you might be ratchet. And see, ratchet has no color. Let's get that clear.
No.
Let's get that clear. Ratchet has no color. No.
Wow.
This is wow.
See, that's what I'm saying. 3 minutes, dog. That's an eternity when you mad at somebody.
Yeah. That
only took 2.3 seconds.
That was, and he was on a bike.
She hit him head on.
Yeah, that's more than a headache, bro. Jesus.
Oh, shit.
Oh, and one last thing. To my people, my UAW people, United Auto Workers, GM primarily.
Solidarity, brother.
Solidarity. We are on strike right now. I'm supporting you wholeheartedly. I'll be out there Sunday. And
that shit lasts too long.
Football day, nigga?
Sunday night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's been going on. It'll be 3. Yeah, I know.
Who fucking cares?
Like, it'll be 3 weeks on Sunday that this strike has been going on. We've been getting a lot of support from other unions. So
once it starts moving on to week 4, that's when the ski masks come out.
Shit, I'm at week 3. I'm already a ski mask. It's either
ski mask.
It's either start stripping for fat bitches or it's Omar season. Whichever comes first.
I think it's a misconception that fat bitches got money.
I just meant like,
oh my God,
I might sell my ass, so they want to buy it.
Oh, there's always methamphetamines. Those things sell themselves.
I'm not selling that shit. Then I'm gonna be like Tekashi 6ix9ine out here ratting on motherfuckers. He's a supplier.
That's right. You forgot. You'll tell.
I'm not telling.
I forgot. You'll tell. My bad. I totally slipped my mind.
They could offer me a plea deal
of 2 weeks. This nigga know too much shit about me, and we don't need him
near
any fucking police station whatsoever.
Cut the shit. But anyway, man, we reached the end of our time here. We appreciate those who came to hang out with us and have this conversation with us about entitlement, and we really appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're watching this, and come and hang out with us. Click the bell, the notification bell, so you know when we go live. And we enjoy having the conversations with the people. Anybody got anything to say before we bounce up out of here?
No, I just, like I said, I appreciate Aaron and Levante really stepping up, and thank y'all for letting y'all opinions go. And yeah.
You got something?
I get labeled as the woman hater. I don't hate, I just want to help. I want to help men mostly, but I want to help women also succeed and stop taking things for granted. I want men to understand that their value and their worth supersedes her wants and her desires. Take pride in yourself. With that being said, I'm still the world's greatest misogynist.
Yeah,
and I'm still the rated R superstar.
Right on. Okay. Well, again, I appreciate everybody who joined us, and I appreciate anybody who watches this in the future. Thank you very much. And we are the Shake Up Guys, and we are saying good day to you.
Peace.